Comes invasive species, from plants to insects. One of those species is the infamous spotted lanternfly. It's making a return in our region. Bailey WJAC spoke with owners of a local plant nursery and an expert on environmental science and shares what concerns they have about the threatening insect. Bailey?
Sean, the owners here at Ray's Nursery and Stuvers in Cambria County say that while they haven't had many experiences with spotted lanternflies, the insect still poses a major threat to their businesses. However, they say that this year's colder winter reduced the populations. Within the next month, spotted lanternflies will begin reappearing. After first being found in Pennsylvania in 2014, officials with the State Department of Agriculture say the insect has a strong preference for plants important to the local economy. I spoke with the owners of 2 local nurseries who say they start working to prevent lanternflies at their businesses every fall when the insects lay their eggs.
If you see the egg mass in the fall, if you can scrape that off and eliminate, that'll help eliminate some of the population.
From what I've learned, if we have a hard winter, which I thought we had a pretty cold winter, it kills a lot of the eggs.
I spoke with Brad O'Hara, a local biological science professor with knowledge of the species. He says that lanternflies pose a deep threat to nurseries as the insect has no major preference for a specific type of plant and can pull nutrients and resources from developing species. Even worse, he says the lanternflies produce honeydew that attracts other insects to eat and destroy the same plants.
That'd definitely have an adverse effect on plant life. I know orchards out east have had a problem.
O'Hara also tells me that lanternflies are an extremely resilient species, being able to attach themselves to vehicles moving at high speeds without harm. He says this is what can lead to the insect being found in nearly every county across the state, forcing the Department of Agriculture to enforce a nearly statewide lanternfly quarantine. Ray Walika with Ray's Nursery tells me that with coal trains frequently passing by both nurseries on tracks directly across the street, they have to stay prepared. However, Stuver says preventing lanternflies after they hatch can cause other issues for local nurseries.
We don't really do much of anything here, only because some of the sprays like dinotefuran or imidacloprid can have an adverse effect on pollinators and things like that, so we do it as needed.
O'Hara says that if populations decrease, plants affected by the lanternflies can easily bounce back. But for now,
I guess we'll just have to wait and see how many hatch.
as a part of the quarantine, officials say to check your vehicles for lanternflies before traveling to reduce their spread. If you see any, officials say to kill them or call 1-888-4-BAD-FLY. Reporting in Cambria County, Bailey WJAC, 6 News.